So the other week I watched Nia DaCosta's Candyman, which is a horror movie based on the legend of, well, Candyman. Don't worry, I won't be spoiling anything from the movie, but the premise of the legend is that Candyman is this ethereal being with a bloody hook for a hand, and I think sometimes he smells like honey. And if you say his name 5 times in front of a mirror, he'll appear from it and murder you horribly with his hook hand. Now I've looked around a bit, did a little Google search for the rules of how exactly you're supposed to summon him, and I don't think I've ever seen them mention specifically that you have to say it 5 times in a row. And if you don't have to, then is there some sort of a cooldown? Like in between each time you say Candyman? Like what if I said it twice, then took a nap, took my dog out for a walk, ordered some food, summoned another demon in a different session, and then came back to say it 3 more times? Would he still appear and shank me before my food arrives? What if it was like 10 years in between names? Like you're having a sleepover with your elementary school homies, but you chicken out after the 4th Candyman, and then years later, one night when you're about to brush your teeth, and your homies call you up for a sleepover reunion, and you're like, as long as we don't do Candyman again, does that count?
You're mine now.
Oh my god, Candyman, is that you? Wait, hang on. I didn't say it 5 times.
Nope, it says here, Toronto, Canada, Dominic Punja. How do you say your last name?
Panganiban?
Yeah, July 24th, 2001. I got you tallied down 4 times, then you left me hanging, so I just put a little note to remember. You did say the next day, though you weren't in front of a mirror, so I've been chilling.
No, I would never do these sort of things to test them myself, or even with other people. I'm Filipino, so I grew up learning all sorts of scary folklore and superstitions in the Philippines. And also, apparently my uncle has the 3rd eye and can see spirits, and told my sisters and I about all the weird stuff he's seen and experienced back in the homeland. And actually, even here in Canada, one time at a house we used to live in, the rest of us were out and my uncle, who also lived with us, was home alone. He was in the kitchen, probably washing dishes or something, and then briefly heard some cries coming from the basement. He said it kind of sounded like a baby. He mentioned it to my mom later and asked if the neighbors had any babies, to which she replied, no, not to her knowledge. And even if they did, we lived in a detached house, so you wouldn't really have been able to hear a baby cry from inside of another house and hear it from the basement first before a ground level window. She told him not to tell the kids because it would obviously freak us out, but we found out anyway years later after we moved out, and I believe he heard what he heard. Dude, I just can't. I can't with the supernatural. You just can't. You literally cannot. I also grew up with a lot of kids who were all curious about the whole Bloody Mary ritual, similar to Candyman, because when you're bored as a kid before cell phones and the internet were around, you just gotta summon some demons, nah mean? But I was a little bitch. Let me tell you something, never feel ashamed for being scared of danger, okay? Fear is a survival mechanism. Why do you think COVID's still around? Yeah, if you're watching this in 2025, it took us this long. Anyway, don't succumb to peer pressure, okay? If they go, ooh, what's the matter? Are you scared? Yeah, is that not good enough of a reason? Let's say you do the thing, okay? Your little summoning ritual stupid thing. He either doesn't appear and you gain nothing, or he does appear and then you're dead and you've still gained nothing. What are you gonna say to them? Oh, hi, I didn't think it would actually work. Well, shoot, man, I made the trip here. I have to kill you. I have to. You're stupid. And what am I gonna say at your funeral? Yeah, I told him so. He did tell me so. What the f***?